You can't just stroll around here without so much as a by your leave. Get going! What are you about? You see, it didn't even hurt. Never mind. Did you... Here in the daytime?
Do you remember me, you cunt? You sold me that map.
Yeah, and what of it?
Just that it led me to a camp of bandits. And believe me, there was no treasure there.
Well, you must have been looking in the wrong place. What's that got to do with me?
I turned the whole place upside down. I want my money back.
You can forget about that. That deal was fair and square. We've got nothing to talk about.
I've had enough of this shit. If you don't immediately give me back the money for that worthless parchment, I'll teach you how to dance with a knife in your belly.
Wait. I really didn't know there wasn't any treasure there. I swear on my parents' graves.
Shut your mouth and pay up.
Here you go. That's all of it, to the very last groschen. I'm sorry. Can I help you with something?
What are you whistling for?
Whoa. Quick! Go! Quick! Ja! Go! Whoa!
Hi-yo.
Ja! Ja! Everything all right?
Do you have a moment?
What's going on?
Do you have any coin to spare?
Tell me, how come you're begging? What happened to you?
Allow me to disabuse you of your misconception. I am no beggar. I simply find myself in a bind compelling me to rely on the kindness of good people.
So, you're begging?
But I'm not a beggar.
Why are you asking for charity? Fancy an ale, eh? The amount you're looking for, it sounds like you plan on downing a whole keg.
That wouldn't go amiss, but really, I need the coin so I can travel to Vlashim.
That's quite a way.
I've always found it to be a day or two's ride.
But I don't see any horse.
I don't have one. That is true. I'll join a caravan, ride along, pay for my way, my provisions and such.
Begging, but not a beggar, and he needs money to get to Vlashim. Oh, I've come across a fair few beggars before, but none have ever said that to me.
Must be a coincidence?
In fact, you don't strike me as a commoner at all. Just the way you talk doesn't sit right with me. Allow me to disabuse you of your misconception. That's not something that just anybody would say.
Just an odd coincidence.
And there's the fact you know how long it takes to get to Vlashim. On horseback, and you've done the journey before. Nah, I'm not buying it. I'm not going to do you any harm. What could I possibly take from you? Eh? Who are you?
My name is Odolin von Wottitz. My father is Albert von Wottitz.
So you're a nobleman?
That I am.
What really happened?
I escaped from prison.
Why were you in prison?
I was a hostage. My father fell out with a couple of noblemen from the League of Lords. This rankled them, so they ambushed me one day as I was running errands for my father. Then everything happened so fast. They detained me and sent my father a message. If your son's life matters to you, you won't make any trouble. He had no choice but to do what they said. These are tough times, eh?
How did you escape?
Well, I gradually figured out who was guarding me and when. One of the guards used to come into my chamber and talk to me from time to time.
You had a chamber? No dungeon?
No. You don't keep a nobleman detained like a murderer, waiting for the news. I had a room where I was guarded.
All right. Carry on.
Well, I steadily worked on that guard. Once he was convinced I wasn't going to escape, he stopped being so attentive and I managed to pinch his key. Then I just snuck out that night, and that was it.
Sounds like you got pretty lucky.
Lucky or not, I had no wish to spend another moment in that chamber.
How long were you held?
A year? Perhaps a year and a half? Yes, that seems about right.
What are you going to do now?
My priority is to get back home to my family and discuss it with them. And I need to move fast before anything goes wrong.
I can spare you a few coins. It's a lot more than I normally give, I have to say.
Thank you so much. May the Lord repay your kindness.
Do you know what? No one should forcibly be kept away from their family. And certainly not on account of some lordly quarrel. Take more. Here.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Farewell. I hope you make it home safely.
Thanks.
Gegrüßet seist du.
A large beer for me.
Maybe I should add some spices. Maybe some more salt? Did I forget to add salt?
Einen Moment noch. Bin gleich bei dir.
It's almost ready.
Ich glaube nicht.
Greetings to you.
A bit longer without food, and I'll really start to be grumpy.
Also, dann mal los. There's no end to this work.
Watch out with that weapon! Good lad.
Diese Schweine, diese ekelhaften Schweine. Who do they think is going to clean up after them?
Christ! Pardon me. Watch out with that weapon! Good lad. Are you trying to threaten me? Good lad.
Is there anything else I should look into?
Yes. Father, may I have a word?
We're in the middle of an important discussion, my child. Can it wait?
Forgive me, but it's urgent, Father. I have a message for you from a monk in Bilani. It's intended for you personally.
A monk in Bilani? Brother Slava? He should have been in Vlashim by now. How did you come by that? Where did you find it?
Find what? What's happened?
This here,
Henry.
Henry, brought a message that a dragon was found in Bilani.
A dragon? A live dragon?
Just some large bones. But everyone believes they're from a dead dragon. One of the locals found them, some woodcutter. People are afraid another one will appear at any moment now, and this time a live one. They're quite frightened.
Couldn't this fellow have made it all up? Or could someone have planted the bones there?
You think someone might be trying to mislead people? And the people of Belani in particular? That doesn't seem likely. Someone likely really did find something odd there. If the parishioners are uneasy and confused, we have to help them. And if this man made it all up, as you say, we'll see to it they stop believing all that nonsense.
Has anyone seen the bones? Do you have any proof?
That's all I know. In any case, I think Slava put everything important in the letter.
If it's true, and the people there really did find something, don't you think the king should be informed?
Why? You ask me. The people are in need of spiritual guidance. A matter for the church, in other words.
But I'm sure this find would interest His Majesty.
The king? Which one? Wenceslaus? Gerhard, I'm sure the favor you enjoy at court won't suffer if you spare Sigismund further headaches. Don't forget, you're still a member of our order, and the well-being of the church should be uppermost in your mind.
The good of the church is the most important thing for me, I assure you. But could this not also be of use to us? Yes, the whole of Bilani is talking of nothing else. But if we actually had those bones, if everyone believes it, maybe they'd be a better use for the remains.
That's enough. The fewer people know about it, the better.
Of course, you're quite right, Father.
Henry, you will make sure the bones are handed directly to Slava. Understand?
Why me? I'm just a messenger.
Not anymore. You're in Bilani. You know the place. Slava will take care of the people. You'll take care of the bones. Don't forget that helping the church is the worthiest deed of all.
What will you do with the bones? Destroy them?
That isn't your concern. They just have to disappear. But since you're so interested, yes, I intend to destroy them.
Shouldn't I bring the bones straight to you, sir? Then you can decide what to do with them.
Good heavens, no. There's enough talk about them already. Bringing them here would only make things worse. You'll hand over the bones to Slava.
I know you already discussed it, sirs, but wouldn't it really be better if the king was at least informed about them? He might want to see such a rare thing with his own eyes.
Indeed, that's another reason why the king should know.
We could take them to him together. When I find them.
Enough. I've already said we will not drag the king into this. No one knows what this really is, and the people in Bilani are going out of their minds on account of them and ignoring our teaching. I do not intend to allow word to spread about any of this business. Do you understand me, Gerhard?
Yes, Father.
And as for you, Henry, this is not your concern. You have your task, so just make sure you accomplish it. Disobeying my instructions could be considered heresy.
I understand, Father Abbot.
Gerhard, show him out. God be with you.
This way, then. Phew. That was quite a discussion, eh? The abbot isn't usually so stubborn. Hold on. Have you got a moment? There's something I need you to do. So,
What's it about?
it's about this delicate matter of the bones. You might have noticed the abbot and I don't quite see eye to eye on this.
I noticed.
What I want to say is, I believe you people found dragon bones. You wouldn't make it up, would you? But I also believe it's inappropriate to do anything with such a rare relic in Bilani. It would be put to much better use in other hands. So I'd like to propose a deal. You bring me the bones, and I'll reward you generously for them. What do you say?
And what's the catch? There's always a catch.
True enough. I just need to be absolutely sure I'll get the bones.
You don't trust me?
Oh, don't take it personally. I don't trust anyone. I always have a safeguard. So, however bones, then I'll pay whoever comes back with them first.
What do you want those bones for?
Don't concern yourself with that. I know a few important people who would definitely take an interest in this find.
What important people? Nobles? Wenceslas? Or Sigismund, perhaps?
Curiosity killed the cat, as they say.
What if I refuse? It all seems a bit suspicious.
Do what you think's best.
You mentioned a reward. Are you talking about a lot of coin?
Enough for you to be able to buy whatever you want. I'm not in the habit of shortchanging the people who work for me.
It's a deal. I hope it'll be a decent sum.
Like I say, you won't be left wanting.
Where will I find you?
We'll meet at the Traveller's Inn outside Kuttenberg.
Watch where you're riding! Go!
What's going on? You're all covered in blood, lad.
I brought you a reply from the abbot, brother.
Excellent. What did he say?
He told me I should first go and find the bones and bring them to you.
That makes sense. What else?
You're supposed to destroy the bones after I bring them to you.
Destroy them? Very well. I'll do what the abbot asks.
Do you know Gerhard? The abbot was just talking to him when I brought him your message.
I know Father Gerhard. Why?
I got the impression he'd like to have the bones displayed for all to see. For his own benefit. He also spoke about Sigismund and his court.
What's that schemer up to now? But if Gerhard really wants them, he'll do anything to get them. We have to hurry.
The abbot doesn't want the rumors to spread any further. That's why I'm supposed to find the bones as soon as possible.
Well, get to work then.
I think that's everything.
Very well. The woodcutter who found the bones is called Vashek. The find didn't do him much good. People are either making fun of him, or they keep pestering him. He wanted to make a name for himself, but this isn't what he expected. So he's rather bitter now. You'll have to go to him and convince him to help us.
Well, I'll get going then. Any idea where I should start looking?
Try asking at the tavern. That's usually a good place.
God be with you, worthy sir. Please forgive the intrusion, but I'm here on a rather pressing matter.
This isn't the time for that, lad.
You seem to have misunderstood me, sir. I have urgent business to attend to, and I need a little favor from you. I heard there's been some sort of discovery here. You wouldn't happen to know anything about it, would you?
That sounds like nothing but a rumor to me, sir.
And who might you be?
Nobody important.
I see. In that case, you should probably leave, lad.
Oh? I think I'd rather stay.
Suit yourself, then. But stay out of our conversation. Let's get to the point, priest. Where were we?
I don't know what I can...
Stop your stuttering. Where in these parts did you find those dragon bones?
Sorry, I don't know quite what you want me to tell you. The dragon is an instrument of the devil. He is using it to delude people and spread terror and suffering over this whole domain.
For Christ's sake, get a grip. Stop rambling and tell me what you know.
The father here knows nothing. Leave him be. If you're interested in those bones, you can ask elsewhere.
Did I not tell you to keep your nose out of this? Unless you want me to teach you some manners by force, you'll hold your tongue, you brat.
Who are you calling a brat? Come on, then. I'm waiting.
I'm not going to waste my time on you.
Coward. And what about those goons of yours? They act like tough blokes, but is that all they can do? Can they even speak?
They know how to make fools like you regret their insolence, as you're about to find out. Get him!
You're mine!
I've been waiting for you.
Show your stuff! What? I'll rip your ass open! I'll sort you out nicely!
Ah! Ah! Take that fucker out, damn it! Ah! Ah! Fucking hell! Ah!
I'll sort you out nicely. I'll beat you to a bloody pulp, fucker!
That madman.
Who's lying? Are you all right? What happened?
Hey!
Well, that's that.
For the love of God, how could this have happened? How could someone be so violent, and quite unnecessarily?
Coin. There's always coin behind it. I bet he wanted to sell those bones. He'd think up some better story. Like that he brought them all the way from Germany. And people would give their right arm for them.
I suppose you're right. Everyone is out for worldly gain. But worldly gain won't bring peace to your soul.
You all right, brother?
I'm fine, thank you. They didn't harm me. They had their hands full with you.
I'm glad you're all right. What do we do, now that we know there are all sorts of people after those bones?
You've got to find the bones as quickly as possible and bring them here. We can't let that brute get his hands on them. Go and see Vashek the woodcutter. Maybe he'll remember the way there.
I'll be on my way.
May God watch over you.
Thanks.
Till we meet again. Are you all right? What happened?
Where am I? Did I faint?
Hey! Wake up!
Jesus! My head! I must have hit it on something. Damn!
I hope no one robbed me. No. Good.
Christ, that stings! At least it stopped bleeding.
Keep your eyes on the road, you fool!
Go!
Whoa. Hey, you! Want to earn a bit of coin?
Keep that up and you've got it.
Talking about her.
Are you Vashek, the woodcutter who found those weird bones?
Jesus, why the fuck do you people keep bothering me about it? Are you never going to forget about those fucking bones?
What happened to you? Are you all right? Did you get beaten up on account of those bones?
What do you think? Maybe I ran into a door 20 times in a row. There was some fellas here. The bighead asked questions, and the other two gave me a battering. And what's it got to do with you, anyway? Leave me be.
Are you the fellow who found those bones? I need to know.
What the hell do you want from me? Aye, that's me. And now kindly piss off.
You say people coming to see you? Why?
To ask stupid questions like you. Where are them bones? Is it really a dragon or just some dead cow? Or, aren't you imagining it? Maybe you should lay off the booze.
I need to find those bones. Can you tell me how to get to them?
Here we go again. So, you want them for yourself. For what? To sell them? Make magic? You know what? Go to hell.
No, nothing like that. I'd take the bones away and have them destroyed. Once they're gone, folks will stop talking about them, and they'll leave you alone. That's exactly what you want, isn't it? So help me out, and you'll be left in peace.
I suppose you're right. What is it you want to know, then?
Who's been asking about those bones?
Everyone. There's no one who hasn't heard about them.
I don't mean the villagers. I'm more interested in strangers asking about them.
Ah, right. Well, it was mainly those bastards who beat me up. And then there were some soldiers asking questions. Well-armed, proper tough blokes. I thought it best to just straight out tell them everything I know.
Where did you find the bones?
I'm not sure. It was somewhere in the woods, but I never went back there.
You don't remember the way?
Not exactly. I was just walking through the woods and stumbled across them. So I took one and scarpered.
You took a bone with you? What does it look like? Do you still have it?
Not anymore. I took it to show to the fellas, and they just laughed at me, saying I drink too much. It was one of the smaller ones, but still pretty big. Too big for any animal I know of. I decided to smash it to bits.
Can you at least describe the route to me? The parts of it you remember?
Well, I was working in the woodcutters' camp, not far from Bilani here. And after work, I thought I'd walk along the stream that flows through there. Then I went along the path towards Rabstein. When I came across the ford there, I followed the left creek upstream.
So you didn't go as far as Rabstein?
No, I'm telling you, I was there because of the stream. And you come to it before you get to Rabstein. So I waded through the water for a while, till I came to this rocky slope on my left. And then there was this massive rock in the stream, and I didn't feel like climbing over it. I'd gone a long way by then, so I thought I'd go back home. I climbed out of the stream and went left up the hill and across this little glade towards Mesoles.
Is there anything you remember about it?
You bet there was. There was a huge tree stump and lots of mushrooms around it. I picked a couple. Then I went around some thick bushes and headed on towards Mesoles. I went past a few fallen trees, all the way to this old hunting hide. Nobody uses it anymore, and it's nearly collapsed. There, I saw boulders on the slope below me, off to the left. I walked alongside them till I reached a clearing, and that was the spot.
What did the clearing look like?
Ordinary. Pretty big. Sand and stuff.
All right. Thanks. Thanks for your help. Once I find those bones, your worries will be over.
Yeah, whatever. Just don't bother me again.
You didn't have much anyway.
Great.
like to offer you a job.
How about a second?
Go! Go! Yeah! Great. Ka!
Please, Ma, don't get all worked up. Good afternoon.
What's going on here?
Well, Ma's gone crazy because Pa hasn't come back from the village yet. Try and tell her to calm down.
You live here?
Well, it was... But it's a long story. Farewell, my friend.
What's going on? Do you need help?
Thanks for stopping here. My husband, Mikush, hasn't returned from Bilani. Me and Van...
Wait, I need to know a bit more.
Svatava,
I'm Henry.
our only daughter.
And your lost husband...
Aye. Since we've been living...
When did you last...
He left a few days ago.
What job did he do in Bilani?
He's a damned good tailor. But besides that, he always brings whatever he earns here. Mostly food.
Did your Mikush have...
Enemies? No. Maybe he's a bit too nice. He trusts...
What do you mean?
He thinks people are good deep down. That's why I'm so worried.
Do you want me to find him?
You'd do that for me?
Yes. Don't worry. I'll find him.
Aye. Ask about him in the tavern. He wears a fine embroidered hat. Everyone will remember him.
Why are you here? In the forest?
We had a big house in Messales. But then Mikush, Vendula and me all escaped at the last moment. It was hell on earth.
I'm from Scalis.
You can? I don't know. In any case, we ended up here. I don't even know what...
Why did the soldier...
Why? Good lord. The worst thing is, the village paid some mercenaries for protection. But they took off the moment they... I'm glad old Svartosh, my father...
I'll try and look...
Oh, and good luck.
Christ! Pardon me.
Quick! Ka! Ka! Go! This is the camp. I'll start from here. Now to head towards Rabstein till I hit the stream. Quick! Go! Ka! Ka! Whoa! Quick! Whoa, whoa! Stream across the path. I have to turn here and go upstream, and then left alongside the stream.
What's that? Now you're gonna get it.
Yield! Fuck yourself! Didn't see that coming, eh? Like that!
What's that? I'll show you. Here's the boulder in the stream.
What was it Vashek said? Head right to a clearing with a tree stump surrounded by mushrooms. The stump with the mushrooms. So now it's through the small spruce trees over there towards Messeles till I reach the old hide. And there's supposed to be a fallen tree somewhere along the way.
Go to hell! I'm feeling a bit peckish.
Here it is.
You just won't give up, will you? One rather hoped that you would have comprehended the foolhardiness of getting in my way. How is one to achieve anything when one's endeavors are constantly hindered by tiresome obstacles? I don't care much for obstacles. I found the best policy is to remove them, once and for all. I'll tell you what we'll do now. You will leave me everything you've found, and everything you have with you. Your weapon, too. You'll have no more need of it anyway. And in return, my men won't cut your throat. You'll merely lose some parts you can manage without. I'm not a barbarian after all.
Sir.
You'll have time enough. What is the fucking matter?
Good day, gentlemen. I have orders from the highest authority to secure this find here. I will ask you all to disperse quietly. I'd rather avoid any unnecessary bloodshed, but we will not leave this place without those bones.
Regrettably, sir, I cannot comply. I will have my prize.
You would defy me.
Perhaps you can offer something of equal value in exchange.
We're not haggling in the marketplace. This is an order.
You can give orders to your rabble, sir, but not to me.
Look, no one needs to get hurt here. Let's talk it through and figure something out. Look, let's not be too hasty here. There must be some way we can solve this without gutting each other.
Horseshit! Take a look at yourselves. You think I'm going to believe you're interested in a peaceful solution?
You're right. I'm not.
We're all here on account of these bones. Why? For God's sake.
Don't you understand what these bones represent? The things that could be made from them would have incredible value and power. With them, nothing could stop you.
And you want to sell them, do you?
What do you know about it, mercenary?
Mercenary? I was sent here by the supreme dignitaries of our order.
Ooh,
These dragon bones will be our rarest acquisition, but you don't need to know anything about that.
Order? What order?
Ah, for God's sake. They're just another band of deluded, impoverished knights who only got some fancy-sounding name from Sigismund.
How fucking dare you? What are you doing here?
I'm here at the behest of the Abbot of Sedlitz, who wants the bones destroyed to prevent the spread of heresy.
So that's why you were with that monk. Then you might as well run along home. The word has already spread far and wide anyway.
How did you find this place?
All I had to do was ask the drunkard from the tavern. He was damned belligerent, and then he started insulting us. But soon enough, he realized what was what.
I know him. We worked out a deal that benefited both of us. I found out where to go, and he got to keep all his limbs attached.
Oh, Christ. We can make a deal.
What? No. You have no idea what this is about. I don't intend to leave anything to this fucker. I'd rather put it to the test whether he's as skilled with a sword as he is with his mouth.
I see you have no idea how mistaken you are. I'll enjoy this fight. There's a good reason I pay for the best bodyguards.
Then we'll give ourselves better odds. Hey, young fella, come and join us. Once we get rid of this loudmouth, we can come to an agreement. At least you'll listen to reason.
You'll try to conspire against me? Right in front of me? Unbelievable! Consider this. You help me, and I'll let you go. That's fair, isn't it?
I won't join either of you. We can't resolve this with weapons. We have to find another way.
I thought you had some proposal? All I've heard from you so far is how we should all calm down. You just jabber on without saying anything worthwhile.
Some fucking diplomat. I've had enough of this. At the men!
Get you! Now I'll show you! Fuck you!
Let's see what you're made of, you bastard! I'm just getting warmed! Stop it, for Christ's sake!
We're going to get
There's
you,
no
you
sense in
horseman!
this. We don't want to
You're
all
dead.
die here like a pack of dogs! Fuck it! Stop!
Can't go... on.
I can, but I don't intend to die here.
Likewise.
Help me! He wounded me badly! Oh. Didn't see that coming, eh?
Oh, no, you don't. You can't back out now. Fight, you bastards!
Christ! He's a madman!
You won't be able to take another one like that.
You're a dead man!
What are you doing?
A weapon? You fucker!
You're a dead man.
Show your stuff!
Do it!
Come on, then! What the fuck was that?
Show your stuff! You want to try me? Wanker!
Great.
Greetings. Can't it wait till morning?
I'm here about the bones.
Excellent, my son. So you found them. Where are they?
Here they are. They weren't easy to find.
Where were they?
In the woods, by Rabstein. I met a few people along the way who were interested in them, and they clearly weren't keen on giving them up easily.
But you did it, nevertheless. You are a blessing for Bilani.
What now?
I'll take care of it now. I'll get rid of these bones.
How? You want to burn them?
Yes, but I'll keep it to myself where I'm going to do it. Thanks for your help. It really was a higher power that sent you to me. And you've made a good name for yourself with the abbot, too. I shall tell him everything.
Thank you, brother. God be with you.
And with you. Till we meet again.
Someone's been pampering this horse.
Time then. Lord be with you.
What's going on around here?
Nothing much, really. If you're looking for a job, try your luck elsewhere.
I'm looking for one fella. He's named Mikush.
Mikush? Doesn't ring a bell.
They say he wears a fancy hat.
Ah, the Hatter, of course. He's not from around here. He started showing up a few months ago. Just for a few days at a time. Sometimes he'd sleep here.
I hear he made his living as a tailor in the village.
I don't know anything about that. He never offered me his services. He seemed to me like an ordinary, decent guest. He drank a few beers, played dice.
He played dice? With who?
I don't get a moment's rest around here, my good man. I don't have time to check who the guests are talking to, but he must have played with Chernik. He's our champ. I'm sure he'll tell you more. Farewell.
What a view! I...
If this doesn't start to get interesting, I'm going to go somewhere else.
Greetings. How can I help?
I'm looking for someone. His name's Mikush.
Mikush? Never heard of him.
I've been told he wears a...
Fancy hat?
Exactly.
I've seen him around here. But I don't see why I should talk to a stranger about another stranger.
The innkeeper told me that you definitely played with Mikush.
Aye. I do like a good game of dice. But I'm not telling you anything else about him.
Why's that?
Because I don't know you. Like me ma always said, never talk to strangers. Come on, let's roll some dice instead.
I'm not in the mood for this. Either tell me what I want to know, or I'll slap you so hard you catch another against the floor.
All right, mate, take it easy. There's no need to get prickly. I'll tell you everything. Just calm down, all right?
Go on, then.
I've known Mikush since the first moment he showed up here to play. Unsurprisingly, the bloke looked like he couldn't count to 5. I thought I'd found an easy mark. But man, was I wrong. He's a great player. And that kind of praise means something coming from me. He knows when to bet everything on the final roll.
So he won a lot?
Aye, for a while. Until his luck ran out. Then he started borrowing. One time he got so desperate, and maybe had a few too many beers, he started going on about his buried fortune in Messalis, saying he'd surely pay back anyone who lent him money. Ha!
Did anyone lend him anything?
Aye, and Mikush won everything back.
And did he pay back the money he borrowed?
Of course, every last groschen. He was laughing the whole time, too.
What about that buried fortune of his? Did he ever mention it again?
The next day, he claimed he made it all up, saying he just had too much to drink. Only nobody believed him.
Did anyone seem particularly interested in his fortune? Someone who'd want it for himself, and would go after Mikush because of it?
Everyone was interested in it, but Mikush never talked about it again. Besides, that village is burned to the ground and full of rabble. Messalis is an awful mess. That rhymes!
When did you last see Mikush?
A few days ago. He was playing against that hired hand, Drat. Drat lost and didn't have enough money. They left together, and Mikush hasn't shown up since. That's pretty suspicious now that I think about it. That Drat bloke's an odd duck.
What do you mean, odd?
I've heard he's been dealing with some bandits. You'd better have a word with him. But be careful.
Where can I find this Drat?
Somewhere in the village. I reckon he'll be at the farm he works at. Well, technically, because he's a big fella and looks strong, they made him into something like the village catchpole. But to tell you the truth, he's less a catchpole and more just a regular farmhand pretending to be a catchpole.
I'll go have a talk with Drat then. Thanks.
Don't mention it. And if you ever fancy a game, you know where to find me. Farewell.
Good day.
Blessings to you.
I apologize. Greetings.
Can I spend the night here?
We're not really equipped for that here.
I'll pay you well, if you let me spend the night here every now and then.
You can sleep on the hay, but it won't be for free.
Let's agree on a price. What would you say to this?
You won't convince me with this. Thanks. Feel free to lie down on the hay, but I don't want to see you in the house.
Beautiful.
Good one. Nice one.
Keep close to the others. Oh, excuse me. That's how it's done.
A groschen or two for a poor woman. Why is this all
You're Drat.
Aye, that's me.
Can I ask you something?
Ask away. But do it fast, I don't have all day.
Do you know a fella by the name of Mikush?
I don't know any Mikesh.
Knock it off. I hear you left the tavern together. And no one has seen Mikush since.
Oh yeah, that fella. We were heading in the same direction, but then went separate ways. That's all I know.
You certainly know something about Mikush's disappearance, and you should talk.
Should I? Why's that?
It's got to do with your well-being. If you don't talk, I'll beat you worse than a dog.
All right, fine. Just calm down. It's not my fault. It was Hanker.
Who's this Hanker woman?
Hanker's not a woman, but a man. We've known each other for years. He was a hired hand in Messalus. Certainly know what happened there. The horror. Not long ago, he came to see me. Said he was the only survivor from the entire village, but I know that wasn't true.
Because you met Mikush?
I thought he'd be quite happy that someone else got away, but he was actually quite upset about it.
What do you mean, upset?
Well, you could see it on him, all nervous-like. Seemed to me like it was rubbing him up the wrong way. That Mikush, of all people, survived.
Interesting. Did he tell you anything else?
I didn't ask him any more questions.
So, someone comes to see you, acts all odd, and you don't ask any questions? I don't believe you. You must have had a normal conversation, seeing as you're old friends. And he had to have told you something.
Well, I understood he quarrelled with Mikush and his family about some money, a family inheritance. Nothing unique there. It happens in every family, so I didn't...
Thanks to you, he knew Mikush frequents the tavern. So why didn't he go and find him? To talk with him?
I don't know.
Damn it! Come clean. You must have asked him the very same question. So you know the real reason. Admit it.
Hanker told me he'd joined up with some bandits, so he didn't want to show his face in the taverns. It wasn't so long ago they robbed a merchant here. I reckon he was afraid someone might recognize him.
So he wanted to rob Mikush?
I really have no idea. Hanker didn't tell me. I just wanted to help out an old friend. I didn't know what he was up to. What the hell do I care about some strange fellow with a funny hat, damn it? Hanker told me to take Mikush outside the village and then he'd meet him there. But he said Mikush couldn't know about him, and he left figuring out how to do that up to me. So I played dice with Mikush. He's damn good, so I had no problem losing a few games. In no time at all, I owed him quite a few groschen. I told him I could pay my debt immediately, but he'd have to come with me to my hiding place. He didn't blink an eye. He's damn trusting, given how things are today. I took him a little way outside the village, told him I was going to take a piss, and then took off. And that's all. I don't know anything else.
Where did you take him? I want the exact location.
Here, just outside the village, on the way towards Missalus.
Are you trying to lie again, Drat? Hanker joined up with some bandits. You said yourself he wouldn't dare going anywhere near the village. Unless you want to piss me off, you'll tell me the truth. Now.
All right, fine. It was a bit further away from the village. Actually, it was quite far.
Where were you supposed to take Mikush?
A crossroads by the forest, on the way to Missalus. Actually, almost right by Missalus. A little beyond the woodsman's camp. Just go straight. 2 roads intersect there. It's the only proper crossroads on the way.
I'm not wasting any more time with you. God only knows what Hanker's done to Mikush, and you're responsible for it. Be ashamed.
I hope nothing happened to Mikush.
You better pray that to be the case.
I'm so sorry about it all.
Being sorry won't help. You're a snake in the grass. You deserve punishment.
Please, don't tell anyone. No one can find out.
All right. I won't tell anyone. You have committed a grave sin, but if you show remorse, God will forgive you.
Thank you. I'll never do anything like that again. I swear. I'll pray and go to church and...
Enough already. Farewell, Drat. Go! Go! Quick! Da! Go! 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 Whoa! Whoa!
What? Oh, it's just you, eh? Excuse me.
Greetings, lass.
Shalom Aleichem. Are you here to do business? What can I offer you?
Oh, actually, yeah, I am. I just wasn't expecting a Jewish girl to be handling things. Is that common in your community?
That depends. My name is Rachel, and I'm the granddaughter of Abraham ben Yitzchak.
Forgive me, but the name Yitzchak means nothing to me.
I'm not surprised, Chamer. How could a barely literate donkey possibly know of Abraham ben Yitzchak, the revered scholar of Prague?
Whoa! I'll have you know I've spent time among monks at the monastery in Sassau.
Pah! The Benedictines? Those hypocrites cannot see past the end of their nose. They are nothing compared to my grandfather, the scholar, Kabbalist, and writer whom many seek for advice. More is the pity that the confusion of age has crept up on him.
Where are you headed? Not straight to Prague, I hope.
Borur. We're returning there from Breslau, but I would rather we stay in Silesia. They do not murder our people there. The same cannot be said of Prague.
Who wants to kill you?
Why people such as yourself? When pestilence strikes, the crops fail or war breaks out. Who is blamed, huh?
But I don't understand.
Or you do not want to. Just like bloody Pesach 20 years ago, when all of the Prague ghetto was burned to the ground. Anusim always blamed bad events on us, the Jews.
Why are you returning to Prague?
My Zayda Abraham is sick. He believes he's dying and wants to be buried with his forefathers. He's my grandfather, a very wise and revered man.
So how about doing some trade? If I see anything I like, I might buy it from you.
I sell to whoever I wish and buy from whoever I like. But I might just make an exception for you, Hamer, and show you some mercy.
By God's grace, I'm a lucky fella then. A word about the price.
I suppose we could give it a try.
Satisfied?
You'll have to make me a better offer for this. Masau Matan Tov. I can agree to that. Herr Pess. Kinder und Geld ist eine schöne Welt.
Blood. And quite a lot of it, too. It looks like they dragged that poor wretch further. I'll have to find out where. That must be Mikush's hat. It looks like it fell off when they dragged him into the woods. I have to find out which way they took him.
getting worse.
He's delirious with a feet.
You! Get out, now! I'm counting to 10.
Huh?
Intruder! Get over here! You again!
That's the last mistake you'll ever make.
I'll beat you to a bloody pulp, fucker!
Christ. He's on his last legs. Let's have a look then. The burns look ugly, but something tells me they aren't the main problem. The stab wounds are worse. They're red at the edges and are hot to the touch. I think this wound is infected. I ought to do something about it. At the very least, clean and bandage it. Maybe a potion would help him. Something healing. That works fast. The better quality it is, the quicker he'll get better. Maybe some herbs would help him. Medicinal ones. They help with healing. If I place them on his wounds and dress them, he could get some relief. I've seen enough. I think I know how to help him. I'll get him through this. I hope I can act fast enough. What are we gonna do with you? I'll pray for you. At least your soul will get some relief. How does it go again? All praise and glory is yours, Lord our God, for you have called us to serve you in love. Bless Mikush, so that he may bear this illness in union with your son's obedient suffering. Restore him to health, and lead him to glory. We ask this through Christ our Lord. Amen. Amen. I shall clean that wound first. You just have to hold on. I ought to put herbs on that wound, but I won't do that now. I'll give you a healing potion. I'm sure it'll help. This one should do the trick. Drink up. I should bandage it for you. I'll just wrap it tight. There we are. I'll be back.
Fuck! Christ!
That's all. I did all I could. I hope it's enough. It is done. Poor wretch. He couldn't be helped. Someone should pay for this. This will be sad news for Svatovar and Bandula. If I tell them.
Worse. He's delirious with a fever. It must hurt. You'd be in pain too. That hanker. Oh, shit on your grave! Alert! Alert!
Fuck me.
Christ. Let's have a look. The burn, the stab. I think this at the very maybe something. Maybe some herb, medicinal one. If I place them on his wound, I'll come back to it. It won't last.
Quick!
Slowly. Nice and slow. Whoa! Whoa! I'm sorry.
You never saw that?
Easy, good horse.
Ka! 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 Quick! Go! Quick! Ka! Ka! Go! Quick! Go! Quick! Go! Whoa! Whoa!
I've seen enough. I think I know how to help him. I'll get him through this. I hope I can act fast enough. What are we gonna do with you? I'll pray for you. At least your soul will get some relief. How does it go again? All praise and glory is yours, Lord our God, for you have called us to serve you in love. Bless Mikush, so that he may bear this illness in union with your son's obedient suffering. Restore him to health, and lead him to glory. We ask this through Christ our Lord. Amen. Amen. I shall clean that wound first. You just have to hold on. I ought to put herbs on that wound. I have just the thing for this. I hope it'll help you, even though the wound's not clean. I'll give you a healing potion. I'm sure it'll help. This one should do the trick. Drink up. I should bandage it for you. I'll just wrap it tight. There we are. That's all. I did all I could. I hope it's enough. It is done. Poor wretch. He couldn't be helped. Someone should...
Getting worse. He's delirious with a fever. It must hurt. You'd be in pain too. That hanker is a...
I'll cut your balls off! Alert! To arms! Useless!
Christ!
Right. Right.
Mercy! Spare me!
God! Why, that tree? Is that Mikush? What have you done to that poor man?
Oh,
You hear me? What did you do?
Nothing. It was Anka.
What did he do to him? Talk.
He stabbed him, and then he shoved a red-hot knife in the wound.
Good God!
He wanted him to tell the truth. He's out of his mind.
What did he want from him?
Well, he wanted to find out where he buried that inheritance, but he kept saying he doesn't know.
Oh, Christ almighty.
The tailor swore he didn't know anything, but his wife did. She's the one who buried it.
What happened next?
He wouldn't stop burning him until Mikush told him where his wife was hiding. Anka took off with the men to their hut. He left us here to guard him and told us if he dies, he'll sort us out. Only the tailor's getting worse. He's all burned, delirious. He's dying. We don't know what to do with him.
Why? Why did he torture him so cruelly?
I don't know. He just kept saying, that was our money. That was our money too. He called Mikush uncle a few times. I don't know why. I don't reckon he's actually his uncle. He wouldn't do that to him, right? He wouldn't torture his own uncle like that, would he? Unless... Jesus.
This keeps getting better and better. What's the story with this Hanker fella?
It used to be an hired hand in Messalis. That's the village that the soldiers of that other king burned to the ground.
Yeah, so I've heard. And he just decided to join up with you?
Of course not. He had to beat our captain, Loiza.
And did he?
He killed him with his bare hands.
That's enough. Get out of this forest now. And don't look back, or do I have to kick your arse out of here myself?
No, please. You'll never see me again, sir. Kurva, fuck this!
Christ!
Fuck this! I'm not getting myself killed! Jesus! Fucking slaughter!
Christ. According to that bandit, Hanka stabbed him, then burned him with a red-hot knife. I have to take a look at his wounds. Doesn't look good. I need to be careful not to make things worse. There are some burns. Burns, look, the stab wounds. Maybe cleaning them. Be a poke, something healing. Maybe some medicinal one. If I place them on his wounds and... I'll see. I think I know how to help. I hope I can act... I should clean that. And this'll sting a bit.
Ah! That hurts!
The wound is clean. That should stop the pus from forming. I ought to put herbs on that. I have just the thing for this. Right. The wound is clean. I'll give you a healing potion. This one should do the trick. Drink up. I should bandage it for you. I'll just wrap it tight. There we are. I'll pray for you. How does it go? All praise, restore him to health. Amen. That's all. I'm sure he'll pull through. Mikush?
Who are you?
Henry. But that's not important now. I know why Hanka tortured you. Did you tell him anything?
My God. I told Hanka that the only person who knows where our inheritance is buried is Svatava. And then he burned me. So much pain. I told him where he could find her. My God. He took his men and headed out for her. To the hut. You have to save them. Hurry. I'll follow you. Don't wait for me. Their lives are in danger.
Go! Quick! Go! Quick! Quick! Whoa! Let her go immediately.
Take another step, and I'll slit her throat.
Don't do it. Do you hear me? You'll be sorry.
Someone else is going to be sorry here.
For God's sake, talk to me.
Why are you sticking your nose into this?
Calm down, Hanka. Let's talk this over. We can find a reasonable solution here. Give it time. You can't deal with everything in such a hurry.
Well, I'm listening, but spit it out fast.
Let her go. We can talk this over. It's not your fault what you've done. You've gone through horrible things.
What could you know about that?
Believe me, I know. You're horribly angry and you can't control yourself. But no one else should suffer because of that. Talk to me. Peacefully.
Peacefully. All right. We'll do it your way.
Oh, praise be to God. Oh.
Look, I know it doesn't look good, but I was in the right. The money they hid, it belongs to me. It's my inheritance.
I don't understand. You'll have to explain it to me.
My grandfather, Old Sfotosh, was rich. He worked the fields all around Messeris. He built a beautiful house. He had many children, but only 2 daughters made it into adulthood. Svatova and my mother, Ludmila. When he was dying, he fucked my mother over and gave the house and all his money to Svatova and that tailor of hers.
To disinherit his daughter like that is strange, to say the least. Did he have a reason to do that?
Reason? Svatos hated my father. He was just your average poor commoner, but that wasn't good enough for his high and mighty self. Svatova and Mikush got married off in Kutenberg at the Church of St. Peter and Pavel. But did they invite my parents? I was still little, but I remember he treated us like dirt. And not just him. We barely had any proper food to eat. Pa had to go work in the mines at Horsham for a few groschen. He ended up trapped under rubble there. He died a cripple. After that, no one even moved a finger to help us. Not Svatova, not Mikush, no one.
You're damn lucky I came in time to help, Mikush. Things might have ended up much worse.
I only wanted justice. Nothing more.
If you felt aggrieved, you should have found another way. Violence solves nothing.
That's the first time I've heard that. You don't exactly look like the type of man that would avoid, say, torturing an enemy. Or am I wrong?
I need to have a good reason to get violent.
Are you saying I didn't have a good reason?
In any case, you should apologize. You put them through hell.
I won't apologize to anyone. They had a guilty conscience because of what they did to me. If they'd shared just a bit of their wealth, nothing would have happened to them. But they didn't. They fucked up my life. I'm poor and alone.
Tell me one thing. How did you survive what happened in Messeles?
Dumb fucking luck, I reckon. That band of despicable cutthroats. Once they made their way into the courtyard, all hell broke loose. We tried to defend ourselves, but Everyone but me fell. So I fled to save my brother and mother. But it's too late. Everything was burning. I took off running and didn't stop until I was deep in the forest.
No matter what you've done, I must admit, I feel sorry for you. I know well what you went through. Your family? What happened to them?
No one survived. No one was expecting it. Once the soldiers entered the village, there was no escape. The captain got his eye on my brother, who worked with me in the courtyard. Franz was barely 15. He didn't stand a chance. I ran out to the fields for Ma, but they got there first. All I could hear was a screaming. And then it stopped. I lost everyone. But Svatva and Mikush didn't.
I'm sorry, but your misfortune gives you no right to harm others. How did you join up with the bandits?
My first night out, I slept under a tree. I was starving. So I went out hunting for mushrooms, but then I saw a fire. It was that gang. Captain Loiser was their leader, a big fella. They said they'd let me join if I beat him in a fight. So, I beat him. And they made me their leader.
And what about Loiser?
They buried him in a glade.
I reckon that was no great loss.
I don't know. We didn't really get to know each other.
Enough talk.
Be reasonable. No one died in the end.
I said, enough talk. I've had enough of you. Get out of my sight before I change my mind.
Fine. I'll go. You'll never see me again.
And forget about that inheritance. Got it?
I suppose it wasn't my fate anyway. Farewell.
Hey, Hanka!
Where's he going?
I have no idea.
You both all right?
My sweet Vendula. Did he hurt you?
I'm all right, Ma.
Thank God. Thanks for the rescue, Henry. And what about my husband? Did you find him?
I did. Hanka was keeping him in his camp. He was nearly a goner. I managed to treat his wounds.
His wounds? My God. What did those bastards do to him?
They didn't treat him nicely, that's for sure. But he'll tell you himself. He's on his way back now.
Hanka, that bastard. I hope he'll pay for all his crimes.
I'll let him go.
For God's sake, why? A bastard like that? He's a bandit. He'll hurt someone else. You should have killed him on the spot.
Hanka didn't end up killing anyone.
Oh, stop talking nonsense. Every criminal deserves a just punishment. And I thought seeing my own home burned to the ground was the worst thing.
We've gone through a lot, Ma. So much suffering. We have to leave this place. Get as far away as possible, as soon as possible.
Wait. Did you hear something?
I don't hear anything.
There! Again! Someone's outside. Jesus! It's those bandits! There must have been more of them.
Ma, take it easy. I don't hear anything.
Henry! Go and have a look.
It's not the bandits. Look who's come home.
Mikush!
Pa!
You made it here quickly.
I came as fast as I could. I nearly gave up the ghost. I was so worried about the two of you.
I'm so glad you survived. That horrible hunker tried to kill us.
I know. All because of the inheritance. He went absolutely mad.
If it weren't for Henry, he'd have killed Vendula. And then me.
That lunatic. Who would have guessed that about him? He used to be a good lad.
After all that, Henry let that good lad go.
Well, let's hope he never shows up here again. I'm awfully knackered. I need to lie down for a bit. Will you help me?
Of course, Pa. Come and rest inside.
I reckon you're hungry too. Vendula, give him some gruel. It should still be warm.
All right. Come on, Pa. Carefully.
And the two of us should have a word.
What did you want to talk about?
I wanted to thank you for everything. You saved our entire family.
Well, I'm glad I could help.
As you might have figured out, everything that happened was all because of our inheritance, which I hid from the soldiers in Messalis. I understand you've done everything you can for us, but I wanted to ask if you could go and get it for us. You're a strong, capable man, and you don't scare easy, and it'll be worth your efforts. Trust me.
All right, I'll look for it. But you'll have to tell me where I'll find it.
Listen, I'll tell you everything. My memory's not as good as it once was. Our house is the third one on the right when you follow the main road towards Visoka. Anyone entering the village goes by our house. Must have been about 2 days before the tragedy. The neighbor boy ran over and started yelling about how something was coming, that he'd heard it from the patrol on the road. No one believed him, not even his pa. After all, why would soldiers attack a monastery village, one far from their camp? It didn't make any sense. That night, though, I had a strange dream. I tried to put out a fire, but the more water I poured on it, the bigger the flames got. So I decided to hide all our valuables. Only I couldn't do it during the day. I was worried someone would see me. I put all of it in a chest, loaded it onto a handcart, and waited till nightfall.
Continue.
When night fell, I snuck out the back of our house with the handcart, making my way through the hole in the fence next to the compost heap. Mikush was supposed to fix that hole a long time ago, but as good as he is with a needle and thread, well, when it comes to other work, you can forget about it. At least it made things easier for me. First, I headed right. Then I turned left, up the path, around the neighbor's barn. It's outside his fence. I had to stop there, because the neighbor's little brat was still awake and wandering around. Fortunately, he didn't see me. So I kept going past a low wall where two paths cross. There, I went left. Once I was safely out of the village, a dog started barking at me, so I had to pick up the pace. Instead of turning right down the path, I went straight into the field there. That handcart was damned heavy, and it was rough going off the path. I crossed the field, making it to the woods, but the wheel got stuck there. I couldn't go any further, and it was pitch black. I lit a lantern and dug a pit to fit that chest. Took me forever. When I was done, I could barely walk straight. The sun was coming up. I left the handcart and shovel there and went back the way I came. I hope those directions are good enough for you to find it.
That's all I need. I'll go and find your inheritance. I'm going for the inheritance. I hope it's still there.
I'm sure it is. No one would ever think to look where it's hidden. Me, Vendula, and Mikush will...
I'm sorry.
Ja! Go! Ka! 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 Ja!
This is where Mikush's family lived. It's a pretty big house for 3 people. I reckon they had a lot to be jealous of. I wonder what happened to the neighbour's boy. Maybe he managed to escape with his life too. Maybe. Ah, this is where Svatova took the handcart onto the meadow. The inheritance can't be far.
Go!
Ka!
Go!
Ka!
Go! Go! Whoa! Whoa!
This is killing me.
I was in Merciless and followed your instructions.
And? Did you find it?
The chest was buried by the forest, exactly where you said. Next to the handcart.
My God! Thank you for everything. Vendula! Mikush! Henry has returned, and he found our inheritance.
Finally! Some good news.
Don't keep us waiting, Henry. Let's see what you have for us.
Here's everything I found.
Fabric, Roshan, and our ancestor. Nothing's missing.
This fabric's as good as new. Think of all the money this will make.
Finally, fortune smiled upon us.
It surely has. I told you that once our ancestor comes back to us, everything will be like it once was. Thank you, Henry. Here's something for your efforts. If you ever feel like learning something new, Mikush here would be glad to teach you.
So he teach me to play dice, eh?
You can't learn dice. You have to have it in your blood.
That's not what I meant. He's a tailor by trade, so he can show you how to mend your clothes.
I reckon I could. Stop by, Henry. I'll find time for you.
God be with you, neighbour.
I'd like to learn something.
What is this about?
Before I forget, I found your hat. Here it is.
My hat? I thought I'd never see it again. I made it myself. It's the latest Italian style. You won't find another one like it. Thank you very much, Henry.
I see you're on your feet. You feeling better?
Thank God Vendula took care of me. So I'm feeling much better. Thanks for asking. I reckon it'll be a while before I dance again. But no matter. At least I can still hold a needle and thread. How can I help?
Show me your wares. I'd like to do something about that price.
Do
you accept?
You must be from a poor region. Aye, you'll convince me with that price. Thank you, and take care. Take care, then, and thanks for nothing. That's enough for today. Oof. Great. I'm glad you found what you were looking for. Take care, friend.
Great.
What do you need, bud?
Go! Go! Quick! Go! God!
Come and take your pick.
Grüß dich.
Show me your way.
Wie schade. Auf Wiedersehen.
And a disgusting man in all ways. Gather round, come take a look. This shameless wretch likes to expose himself to women.
Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. Amen. Hail Mary, full of grace, the Lord is with thee. Blessed art thou among women, and blessed is the fruit of thy womb, Jesus. Holy Mary, Mother of God, pray for us sinners now and at the hour of our death. Amen.
Keep an eye out for lunatics and deviants like him. God's law and the law of the land apply to everyone.
Hail! What are you here for?
Where can I...
Behind the tavern. There's a...
Show me your way.
Why are you wasting my time if you don't want anything?
Nice one. Nice. That's a good one. Beautiful.